Hello, Robert. How you doing? Stacy. Thank you, guys. Anyway, we're going to do something a little different this week. I'm going to start the lessons on the drum pad today. Tonight I'll be back on the drum set, all week on the drum set. And the last lesson of the week, I think we should be on the drum pad. Dennis, got your video. My Lord, what did you do? Practice? Very good, Dennis. I got Old Dog's video. Man, he looks real good. Both of you guys look real good. Robert, you as well. Stacy, I'm waiting for your video. When you do a video, Stacy, you can do it on anything, but I want you to do it slow. We're talking about the level systems or the Morello book, okay, or the paradiddles or whatever. What I'd like you to do, I gave you a sheet with the paradiddles, and you did this one, Old Dog. You did it really good, man. It's perfect, except you made one mistake, and you realized, oh, and then you fixed it, and you did perfect all the way through. That one. Very good. Stacy? Well, slow is not my advice. It is a fact. When you do something slow, you know, slow to me or to you is two different things. Maybe this is slow to me. To you, slow might be down, up, tap, tap. That's where you have control. All right? All you guys did real good, man. Just keep it up. Now, don't let it go. You know, you're doing this one now. Sit there and do that for 5 minutes every day. And you watch over a period of time how relaxed that becomes, better, much stronger, and you'll be able to control it and play it faster. Okay? The PDFs are actually the first 5 of Joe Morello's book. Let me get it out here. Now, I did it a little different. We might have a nice guest today. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Alan might stop by. The book we're working out of is the Master Studies. That's upside down. Oh, sorry. Master Studies by Joe Morello. Great book. Anyway, I need a new one. It's coming apart. Use it so much. Now, there's Master Studies 1, Master Studies 2, Stick Control Book, Accents and Rebounds. And now, to be honest with everyone, I started to do accents and rebounds, but I spent a lot more time in this book. So I really don't spend a whole lot of time, and I'm not very familiar with the accents and rebounds. The guy who's forte, man, with the accents and rebounds is Alan Herman. I mean, he's got it down really good. Okay, so now, I did a little bit something different. I wrote out the line. The first page, you have 3 of the exercises. You have number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, I present it to you the way Joe Morello presents it in Master Studies, okay? And also at the bottom of the page, I put out the levels for the exercise. Now, there's a few different approaches I take with this one. And I would rather you guys do it this way as opposed to just nailing it that way, the way it's in the book. So what I do, is I'll go through this instead of counting it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm going to count it. I'm going to break it into a 4-measure increment. I'm going to count it in quarter notes. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first part. Next part, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do this like that, slow. Line number 1. Your starting position, if you look at the bottom of the sheet, it tells you the levels. Your both hands are up. Now the first stroke, the first right, is going to be a downstroke. The second stroke is going to be a free stroke. Third stroke, a tap. Fourth stroke, a tap. Next part, tap, 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 back up. And you're back up in the starting position. So in reality, with that one, your starting position is your ending position, or your ending position is your starting position, whichever one you prefer. Now, like I said, I'm doing this in quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over again. Now, one thing I noticed on one of the videos, when you're throwing the stick down, free stroke, you're opening your hand like that. You see that? You want to close the fingers a little bit more, like so. This way you're losing control. This way, okay? So now I'm going to do it for a while. I'm going to go into set the metronome. Once you understand the motion, understand the levels, time to turn on Mr. Metronome. So we're going to go on to 60. And we're going to do it, maybe we should do it slower, but I'm going to do it at 60. It's at quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, up we go. Now eighth notes. Sixteenths. Ah. Sorry. Just to prove a point, I was distracted. I looked at the camera instead of totally focusing. So what I did is I went through it one time, or as many times as you like, quarter notes. When I felt good with that, I took that from quarter notes to eighth notes. And then from eighth notes, okay, to 16th notes. My suggestion would be, okay, fine, do it in quarter notes for a while, stop. Then without a metronome, I'll just hit 1 and eighth notes, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and feel good with that. Do it for a while. Then turn the metronome on and go from quarter notes to eighth notes. Do it for a while in quarter notes, then go right to the eighth notes. Do that for a while, back to the quarter notes. You feel good with that? Try line 1 now at 16ths. The motion is going to remain the same. The tempo is what's going to change. The thought process is changing. So instead of 1, 2, instead of 1, 2, I'm thinking 1E. Okay? 1, I've got 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and and Okay, so from this point, any questions? Jim? Any questions, guys? Now, once you get up to 16ths, you know, build up the tempo a little bit. My hands are still a little tight. We'll do that eighth notes. There you go. You have no questions. What's that, Jim? I got it playing alone. Along. You mean alone? Dennis, you see how you focus? Now let me explain something to you, Dennis. You don't have no questions. Great. You know why? Because you really got intense with this. You really got, whichever one, I forgot exactly which one you did. This one, you got intense. You know why now there's a downstroke. You know why there's an upstroke, so on and so forth. Now this became easier because now you're just going up the ladder a little bit. So again, you're going to do it in quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16ths. Once you get it going on, do it for a long period of time. Hello, Ed. So I got it here only at 150. I'm going to do it for a little bit. Line 1. And I'll do that for 5 minutes or so. How are you, Ed? Welcome. Did you get the PDFs, Ed? I've been working on the rudimental breakdown with the levels. And I decided to maybe give you 15 to 20 different solos at the end of it, utilizing the levels. Okay, Robert, old dog. Stacy, Dennis, and Ed, and Jim. Any questions? And notice, is it better for you guys to look at the bottom of the page when it says the levels, both hands start here, first one's a downstroke, second one's a free stroke. Will that make it easier for you? No question. Stacy, will you be able to make me a video? Just the hand movement, nice and slow. How about you, Ed? You guys got it going on. Thank you, man. You're really trusting me and you believe in me. You're you're doing what I'm asking, and you're nothing but improvement. Very good. Well, good, Robert. The only thing that you're going to do is here, if I were not familiar with the levels, I just became familiar with the levels, for example, and I want to do this real slow, I would start like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how slow I would do it. Now what you need to do is be aware that when you come down with that first stroke, the downstroke, it's accented. When you come down with the left, it's accented as well. Now, this is the most important part, is you just you're not lifting and throwing like that. You're just dropping. You got to get that going on, okay? All right, and it's going to make it easier. Line number 2. Starting position. Right hand is up. Left hand is in the half stroke position. First stroke. Free stroke. Y. Look at my next right. It's an accent. And now my left is not an accent, but I have to get in position for the up and coming left hand accent. So it's going to be a upstroke. Now, the third note, the right hand accent, is going to be a down. Why is it down? Well, look at the next up and coming rights. They're all taps. Look at my left. It's an accent, but I have to have a full stroke or a free stroke. Why? Because look at my next left. It's an accent. Then my rights, 3 and 4 and. I'm in position now to attack the second one. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and let's do it in quarter notes. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We understand that one. If you want to hear these about 208, I have on my channel here, put down Master Studies at 208 by Patella to come up, and I do the first 5 or 6 at 208. You'll see it in motion. Okay, I'm just demonstrating it to you right now, slow, so you understand the motion. So let's do number 2 again in quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I should have been 2, 3. I'm sorry. 4. 1, 2. Again. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We understand number 2? Move on to number 3. Number 3. Okay, starting position. Right hand up, left hand in the half stroke position. First stroke, right hand full stroke. 1. Left hand upstroke. I'm sorry, tap. I'm on the second one. Third one, downstroke. Fourth one, upstroke. So then you have 3 and full stroke, 4 and. Let me do that again. I got a little not confused. My head is going over. Line 3. Three and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, you understand it. Dennis, you're chipper, man. You've been practicing. Now it's starting to make a little sense. No? Hey. It's Monday. What are you going to do? We understand it now. Should I go on or should I talk about something else? The other sheet that we did the other day with the paradiddles. I should get another sheet on double paradiddles for you. Any questions on this? Little vamp. 3, 4. Well, it is straightforward. But now, if you didn't have an instructor, nor did you have a sheet on the levels, would it be so straightforward? Old dog. Does it make what my presentation of the PDFs makes it a little bit easier? Oh, Dennis. You sent me a video of a band. Was that you playing the drums? Dennis. Da-ba-doo-bop. Da-ba-doo-bop. Okay. Now, we all have the table of time I sent everybody, no? That's a good loosening up exercise after groups of 6. It does help. Everybody have the table of time written out for them. Here we go. Oh, it wasn't you. Who was that? All right, I'll send it to you, old dog. Sorry about that. Does everybody, who doesn't have the table of time sheet? Up to 6s. Tonight we're going to be working on the drum set, one of the formulas. I haven't decided which one yet. Anybody have any suggestions or requests? What formula you would like to work on, or the workbook, or the stick control book, or some more rudiments? You guys don't have the table. All right, I'll send everybody the table time. You should get the Morello book. Stacy, you asked me a question. You went to the student section and you seen the videos of 6/8. Well, a couple of years back, I published 4 new books. Reading Text in 4/4, Reading Text in 6/8, Rudimental Fun, and an ostinato book. They're all for sale on my site. However, what I've done, when I did all of the 4/4 videos, I did from page 1 to the end, and the 6/8 from page 1 to the end, on YouTube, an explanation of note for note, measure for measure, line for line, in 6/8 and 4/4. So I hope that answers your question. Dan O, syncopation book, please. What about the syncopation book, Dan? What would you like to work on in the syncopation book? Let's see, we have the syncopation book here. I have the formulas. Hold on. Yeah, I have the syncopation book. So, tell me what you would like me to do in the syncopation book for you, and see if I could accommodate you. No, Dennis, I don't. I will, but I'm not doing the drum kit right now. This evening at 7 p.m. I will be. What would you like me to do on the drum kit with the syncopation book? Okay. Dennis, you mean like this? I don't want to ruin my pad or my sticks. But you can. Dan, be more specific. I am going to play on a drum set. Any new ideas from page 38? Let's go to 38. Now, there's 3 editions here. Everybody have the syncopation book? They want to go to page 38? We have a request. Okay. Now, this is your first time here, Dan? If so, why don't you email me? Yorkshire, how you doing? Let me put my email in here. Yeah, what's the time difference there, Mr. Yorkshire? Now, 38. First off, first things first. There's my email, Gmail. That should be Gmail, not GI, whatever. It's Gmail. Made it typo. Okay. What you want to do, email me. You're welcome, Yorkshire. Anyway, Gmail, okay? Now, first off, any new ideas from page 38? Well, of course. What's new? What's there and I don't know about, or what's there that you don't know about? Thank you, Jim. Yeah, well, all right. The original book, 37, Exercise 1. Exercise is page 38. First off, let's talk about what syncopation is and a jazz feel. Syncopation means to change the feel. If I did page 38, the first measure, straight up and down, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Simple. I'm thinking straight up and down, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. No problem. Okay. Now, syncopate it. It's written the way I just played. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So we're going to change the feel. We're going to make it sound, we're going to give it a jazz feel. So I'm going to count triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. All the 1, 2, 3, 4 are the first notes of the triplet. All the ands that are presented here are the duh of the triplet. So, with that in mind, I'm thinking I'm going to do the first line slow that way. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 4. That's the first measure. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 4. Ba ba boo da ba. Okay, second line. A second measure. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, do bop, ba do bop, boo dow. Now you see how I'm interpreting that? Of course there is. I need to take it to the drum set. I'm sorry about that. All right, let me take it to the drum set. Hold on a second. Give me 2 minutes, okay? I'm gonna go to the drum set. Ouch. Now I gotta hit it. I gotta take that computer over the hallway. This is gonna have to do. Now I can't see anybody, talk to anybody because the other computer's on the other side of the room. But we'll work some things out on the drum set. What I'll do is I'll play a little bit, explain a few ideas, and then I'll come back in the front, talk, and then sign out. How's that sound, guys? All right. Syncopation book. You know, okay, one more thing. All right, I got this computer set up too so I can see you guys or answer some questions. Anyway, you say it's jazz orientated. Well, yeah, that's a big part of syncopation. However, you're just asking a question about Latin or rock. Okay, let me see what I can come up with. All right, let's first off, you said Latin. How about a samba? Basic samba pattern, nice and slow. What I'm doing there now, I'm loosening up a little bit. I'm taking the pattern, All right, and I'm mixing it up on the drum set. The first measure, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Against the samba pattern, which it is. Now I'm going to play that first line on the snare, the first measure. Again. A little bit of samba, but now that's one feel, one figure, but with the same pattern, I'm going to use the same measure, but I'm going to move it around on the drum set. Start off on the snare. Do you see that there? Who's that? Dan? Don? Let me see who we got. If there's more. Hey, Dan, is that what you're asking me to do? I can't see that. The computer's all the way on the other side. Rock pattern. A basic money beat. Make that the foot. Thank you. Okay. Well, that's just the samba. I can play it as rim shots, I think. All right. Hey, Don, why don't you guys, I put my email there. Email me. I will put you on the mailing list. Okay? I'm just going to stop right now. This got me all insane. But we'll be back on the drum set tonight. Any questions about the Morello's Table of Time? All right, Dan, why don't you come back tonight at 7 p.m. I'll be on the drum set and have a lot of different things for you. And thank you, Jim. That's Dave Stanik's book. We will, like I've been promising to do, a few lessons from that book, and I will. Okay, any questions? Any questions, gentlemen, ladies, guys? What is page 43 there, Robert? I don't have the book in front of me now. Is that the Table of Time? I think that might be the Table of Time. Hold on, let me go on the other side. Okay, that's 7 p.m. We're going to work out of the stick control book formulas, and that's with actions. But we're not going to work with the actions. I'll explain it to you when I send you the sheet there, Robert, okay? Any requests for tonight? We're going to do work out of the syncopation book as well. That's if Dan emails me. If you don't, well, no way. Okay, any questions? Any problems? All right, we'll see everybody tonight, 7 p.m.